Are you dreaming of embarking on a journey to Italy to explore its rich culture, enjoy its amazing food, or simply to relax in its beautiful landscapes? Well, if you've ever considered making Italy your next adventure, there's one step that you can't overlook: how to get your Codice Fiscale. Ciao a tutti and welcome back to the Italian for a While channel, your go-to destination for all things Italy. Today, we'll dive deep into the process of how to get your very own Codice Fiscale, a vital document that opens up the door to countless opportunities in Italy. But before diving into details, let's understand what a Codice Fiscale is and why it is so important to get one. Think of it as your personal identification code, similar to a social security number in the United States or to the national insurance number in the United Kingdom. The Codice Fiscale is a 16 alphanumerical code. It is unique to each individual and it is created taking into consideration several personal information, such as your name, your surname, your birthplace, month and year, and other personal information. It serves as a vital identification number for various essential tasks in Italy, such as, for example, securing employment, opening a bank account, being able to pay your rent, enrolling in the healthcare system, obtaining a mobile phone contract, or signing up for utilities. Essentially, obtaining a Codice Fiscale will pave your way for a smooth and integrated experience while in Italy. Now I'm sure you may be wondering, who needs a Codice Fiscale? Well, basically everyone staying in Italy for more than a certain period of time will need it. This includes non-residents with a valid passport that plan to stay in Italy for more than 90 days, and individuals with a valid residence permit, regardless of the reason why they stay in Italy. Now, your next question may be, okay, but how on earth do I obtain this Codice Fiscale? Well, the answer is pretty simple, no worries, we got you covered. First things first, you will need to gather some essential documents. Think of it as the first step to getting ready for your Italian journey. Then, to get your Codice Fiscale, you can follow either one of two paths. The first option, if you are already in the Bel Paese, you will need to send your request to the Agenzia delle Entrate. Sounds fancy, right? But no worries, it's just a place where you will have to fill some forms, hand in all your personal information, and ta-da! You'll be one step closer to getting your Codice Fiscale. You will have to bring with you a valid passport to identify yourself and a permesso di soggiorno, if applicable, to verify your residency in Italy. The first step now will be to go to the website of the Agenzia delle Entrate and download the form called Modello AA, Model AA, for you to then complete. You will need to fill this out with several basic information such as name, surname, birth date, and your reason for requesting a Codice Fiscale. After completing the form, you will have to go to the Agenzia delle Entrate to hand it over, together with any other information they may need and fees if they are applicable. For what concerns waiting times to get your hands on your Codice Fiscale, it depends. Usually, either they will give it to you on the spot or they will take some days and they will notify you by email when it is ready. Now let's move to the second option you have to get your Codice Fiscale, which applies to all these people who are planning to come to Italy but want to make the request to get their Codice Fiscale when they are still in their home country. In this case, you will have to go to the nearest consulate or embassy. This is actually a smart move if you ask me, because this way you will have your Codice Fiscale before arriving to Italy and will be able to complete in a much easier way several tasks once arrived in Italy. To the embassy, you will need to bring with you a valid passport, as always, and then additional information such as the reason why you're going to Italy, proof of accommodation, and also a translated version of documents that are not originally in Italian. If you decide to follow this path, make sure to contact the embassy or consulate in advance and make sure that the procedure hasn't changed over time or that you need to bring any additional information with you or documents. Following the specific requirements of your embassy or consulate, you will have to fill out some forms and either send it via email or hand it in manually. The processing time in this case can vary. In general, be prepared for a longer waiting period, especially if they are during a high peak season. In this case, you will be notified by email as soon as your Codice Fiscale is ready. Now let's talk costs. Generally, the cost of getting a Codice Fiscale depends on which of the two paths you decide to follow. Applying while in Italy is usually free or very cheap, On the other hand, applying through the consulate or embassy in your home country can involve some fees. In general, we always suggest to double check with them. Our journey on how to get your Codice Fiscale is about to end, but first, let me give you some additional useful tips. First of all, once you receive your Codice Fiscale, always double check that it works properly. To do so, head to the Agenzia delle Entrate website and use the Codice Fiscale verification tool to make sure that the one that you just got functions properly. Tips number 2, don't be afraid to ask for guidance if needed. The Agenzia delle Entrate will be happy to help you. You can just visit their website, call the hotline, or go there in person if you prefer. Your local Italian consulate, embassy, or even the International Students Office at your university can also be there to help you. And final tip, stay updated because the requirements and the timeline of how to get your Codice Fiscale may change over time. So always make sure to have the latest information available. So there you have it, a complete guide on how to get your very own Codice Fiscale in Italy. We know that the process may seem tricky at first, but I'm sure that the information I've just provided you and with some planning on your side, you will be able to get it in no time and in a smooth way. That way, you will be then finally able to start your Italian experience. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more tips and tricks on how to make the most out of your Italian experience. Also, we recommend you to join our community. It's the perfect space to ask questions and join conversations on all things Italy. Ciao! Alla prossima!